For any single misfortune that can befall the average person, there are at least 20 different silly-ass idioms offering wise relief. When life drops lemons in your lap, make lemonade, unless you happen to be allergic, in which case, find the cloud that spilled them and pull its silver lining, careful not to split that seam. You will ruin your scene with April showers all over your Mayflowers. If the downpour brings roses, name them all hope. Pray they spring eternal. If not, call them spilled milk and shed not a single tear while your dog drinks up. Dogs will have their days, Jacks will have their Jills, the patient will have everything unless they get nothing, in which case, it's time for bed, my child. The darkness means dawn will be here soon. In our digital age, where the average person has 99 problems, all of them a proverbial bitch, we find solace in the notion of keeping calm and carrying on, except the moral has become a cutaway joke. This novelty began to wear thin 100,000 memes ago, right when it came time to keep calm, turn the lights off, and somehow I am still scared to be left alone in the dark with myself. We surround ourselves with so many parodies and outdated proverbs. We have forgotten a time when we were the trendsetters of carry on, when our fathers carried us off the playground, knees scraped into modern art masterpieces by pavement unsupportive of our dreams of riding free of training wheels. When our mothers would listen as we waxed poetically of when I grow up and became the sport beams holding up the skyscrapers of our future. We used to draw lines between scars and make constellations of our tragedies. Other times we would argue with half past midnight about who was a more fearless set of stars. We used to be what black holes vented about in hushed therapy sessions. Before our shoulders grew big enough to give the world space to drop weight, we were birds. We flew like daredevils, on swings, constantly hoping to clear that top bar because we all saw that episode of Recess and just wanted to touch the sun. Most of us never did, yet we carried on, reaching like Icarus as though we'd never stop trying. Before we started measuring days in student loans and productivity spreads, we counted years like laughter lines, making love to our crescent moon smiles along the intersections of be here and now, tracing lines between them and making maps of our bodies in broad daylight just to give wayward wishes something true to reach for before nightfall. Before relationship became a word with a million connotations, only half of them even remotely good. We loved each other the way acrobats flirted in mid-air, unapologetically honest, and as though our lives depended on this. The ones we liked had cooties. The ones we fell for got to be on our dodgeball team. Heartbreak wasn't just the product of abuse or neglect. It was more cards than candy on Valentine's Day, the wrong kind of candy on Halloween, swearing off candy the first time we kissed, and I swore on my life I knew nothing of sweetness before I knew of you. At some point, the average person will lose the will to invest even a fraction of time inwards, on themselves, as they will outwards, on these 99 bitch problems sinking their ship like a kid's game they pay money just to keep forfeiting. Ironically, considering that we desperately want the most on average to hear the uncracked voices of our inner children whisper loudly all the truths we never heard an outer lover tell us and actually mean it. You are beautiful, period. Because of your size, skin color, and scars, you are beautiful. Carry on as such. You are worth loving because of the gender you choose to love and choose to exist as. Carry on as fiercely as you can. We don't get many snowflakes around here, and honestly, we could sure use more. You are still the exact same miracle that loved this world so recklessly. We learned to memorize your imperfections like love letters we hoped to never forget a word of. Praying these vibes would still feel real, even when life refuses to listen to a word of this modern romance we carry on with ourselves, let alone understand why yesterday will always be the bittersweet ache making tomorrow worth it. I know, but I can't even begin to understand how complex your life has become. But I remember a time when happiness and faith spilled over from your lips like lemons and silver linings resurgent. I remember how you could be the exact opposite of calm, and not one living soul around would doubt you were going to carry on and give each and every one of us someone worth believing in. Thank you.